Just before we get to the place in the Haggadah, the Magid section, which is supposed to be telling the story of the Exodus from Egypt, we lift the cup of wine and we sing, Vehi she'amada lavoteinu velanu, Vehi she'amada lavoteinu velanu, Shelo echad bilvad Amad aleinu lachalotenu ela shebechol dor vador omdim aleinu lachalotenu v'hakadosh baruch hu matzilenu miyadam. It was she who stood us and by our ancestors in times of trouble and in times of joy. Not just for one tyrant who rose against us to annihilate us, Pharaoh, but in every generation, some evildoer rises up to destroy our people. But the Holy One, blessed be He, redeems us from their hands. And then we proclaim our faith with Ani Ma'amin. Why is it that this phrase, when we talk about the Kadosh Baruch Hu, is in the feminine? Vehi she'amada. And she stood up for us. You know, the Shekhinah is in the feminine form. This is the immanent God, the indwelling God. And just as on Friday night for Kabbalat Shabbat, we stand up and turn towards the door in that part in Lachadoti, and we say, Boi Kala, we're welcoming in the immanent essence of God to be with us on Shabbat. There is some times in our life when we actually can sense God in this world, in things of nature, in good things that happen to us, in miraculous things that happen to us that are within our perception. This is the indwelling God, as opposed to the transcendent God, the God that is beyond this world. Sometimes we recognize that miracles happen, just as with our ancestors who first witnessed the 10 plagues and then the splitting of the sea and their escape from the Egyptian army and the sea closing in upon the enemies. They sang with joy at this open and obvious miracle. It's rare that we are able to see such open miracles today. But sometimes we do notice that there are miraculous things that happen. Over 300 projectiles, drones and ballistic missiles and cruise missiles sent towards Israel last Motzei Shabbat, and almost all of them, 99% of them, shot down by the air defense systems and by the air forces, not only of Israel, but also from our friends in the skies, the British, the French, and although they won't admit it, the Jordanians were actually shooting down some unidentified flying objects from outer space that encroached on their own airspace. Really incredible, miraculous, one could say, that we escaped. We could even say that at that moment, God was with us, and she stood up, the Shekhinah, and saved us from the hand of the enemy at that moment. One of Xander's teachers from Oraita, Rabbi David Aaron, he said, you have to believe to receive. And we, the Jewish people, have been believing for a long time. Here is a poem, an inscription found in a cellar in Cologne, Germany, where some Jews had been hiding from the Nazis. I believe in the sun, even when it's not shining. I believe in love, even when feeling it not. I believe in God, even when He is silent. Because we believe, we, the Jewish people, are here once again this year to tell the story of our salvation. Wishing everyone first a Shabbat Shalom on this Shabbat HaGadol and a Chag V'Kasher Sameach. Happy Passover to all.